Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saint-Denis up here in Ottawa, Canada for my very first Canadian Pro National. Not technically true. I actually did race one when I was a B rider all the way back in like 2013. But it's been literally 13 years since then, so this does feel like my first one. Once upon a time as an amateur, before I was fast enough to make it to Loretta's and stuff, we actually did the Canadian version of Loretta's. It was called the Walton Transcan, and it was like a week-long event at Walton, 3-moto format, just a really cool time. And then at the end of the week, they always had the Walton Pro National, so you got to hang out, watch the Canadian pros race. I remember watching like Metcalf and Cole Thompson and all those guys. So a lot of really good memories up here in Canada. I have not been back since. Just really excited. I've been meaning to. It's just all the close ones coincided with like either Redbud or Ironman. But this year, I decided to just go ahead and pull the trigger and do it. So here we are. And I don't know if this is rude, but I just went ahead and left the Redbud American flag SKDA graphics on there. I don't know if the Canadians are gonna love that one. But I'm showing a little bit of American pride up here in the Great White North. So yeah, it should be an awesome time. The vibes here are like super chill, but really good compared to a US Pro National. Like the pro pits aren't fenced off. Like there's just a bunch of people camping out, having a good time. Really cool vibes. The tracks up here are normally a little bit more prepped, kind of like a local race. So you're not out there just trying to survive. You can actually go out there and ride like you know how to ride and have some fun. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That being said though, it did rain a lot yesterday. 250B is going out on the track right now. Qualifying is just like in the States, 250B, 250A, 450A, 450B. Being that this is my first one, I'll be the last practice, 450B. Hopefully that means the track's gonna be awesome. But we'll see when the 250B guys come around, what it's looking like. But yeah, gonna be an awesome time. The filming restrictions are also a lot more chill here. I can film whatever I want. Helmet cams are good to rip. So we'll be putting the Insta360 cameras on, and we'll be capturing all of the action for you guys. Practice one's on the track. Let's see how they get on, and then we gotta get geared up and get out there for qualifying. Let's go. Whoa! This man's actually responsible for getting me up to Canada. He's been doing the Canadian races for the last couple years, been crushing it, scoring points, having fun. He said I need to get up here, and finally he talked me into it. So we'll be keeping tabs on Kale all weekend. Looks good though. They don't look too muddy. We did have one casualty already in this corner. Don't know if you saw it.
Ooh, I did.
Yeah, well, could be a little deep, but they really don't look too muddy.
Sick.
Good luck, Kale.
Sick.
Woo! Just like old times. Okay, session 1 recap. Very good. I think I was the fastest in the B group. I'm not quite sure on that. Didn't really have a great time until that last lap, honestly. So besides like Redbud, 1 15-minute practice, I haven't really ridden in 3 weeks. So I think just getting the arm pump back out of me, like I felt arm pump halfway through both of my first 2 qualifier laps. And then finally my body got used to the high heart rate and stuff. And that last lap I was able to go about 2 seconds faster. So yeah, I think I'm 9th overall right now, which I'm really happy with considering these guys are doing this every weekend and never been to this track. Track's pretty difficult and we were in the last group to go. I'm pretty stoked on 9th overall. I think the track, as it dries out and they work on it a little bit, it's gonna get better and better. So I would expect the second session to be a bit faster. You guys know from watching my videos, I tend to just go faster in the second sessions anyways. So yeah, 9th right now. I think we're only up from here. And then once we get on the same track conditions as those guys in the motos, maybe we can pick off a couple more people. But yeah, top 10 heading out of the first qualifier. Can't say I've ever said that before. So yeah, pretty good. Kale, how's your sesh?
Oh, not bad. We were a little shaky. We were sitting 40th first lap.
Uh-oh.
Then we were sitting 43rd. Then we bumped it back down to 40th again. So
40th on the dot?
We'll see. 40th on the dot.
Oh my gosh, I know that feeling.
But the 2-stroke, once the track dries out, I think that's going to help me too, because
100%.
right now the deep stuff is just not doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, heck yeah, good stuff, Kale. Kinda. Yeah, we need slightly better stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit better stuff would be nice, for sure.
Yeah, we'll get there. But what's really important is, how did we look, Dad?
Great, track's drying up, getting rough. It's going to be some good racing today.
I meant how did I look, not the track. All right, we're going to chill, get ready for second session, go out there, lay down a 214. Who knows? We'll see. You guys will get to come along for the ride. Come on, Kale! Go! Before we get into this next session, I'd like to introduce you guys to the title sponsor of today's race video, Bear Mattress. What's up guys, Jaywalk from the future here. It's currently the day after the Pro National that you guys are watching right now, and after not racing for over a year, let me tell you guys, my body is absolutely smoked. Problem is, I only have 1 day to recover before I need to head to the test track, and then I've got to leave the very next day to head to the next race. I just don't have time to be sore, which is exactly why I got myself an elite hybrid mattress from Bear Mattress. If you are not getting enough sleep, and more importantly, the correct quality of sleep, you're just never gonna be recovered for your next event. But the best part is you're making those gains while you're asleep. You're not even having to work harder to make those gains, which is incredible. You guys know I've had some serious shoulder and knee injuries over the last couple of years, and I've always suffered with major back problems. I have noticed insane progress with those injuries just in the last couple of months since I started sleeping on my Bear mattress. I know how hard motocross is on the body, so I know a lot of you guys are probably dealing with long nagging injuries, and I really feel like getting the proper sleep could really help you guys out. But hey, don't take my word for it. Bear Mattress received best overall in the 2026 Oprah Sleep Awards. They're also recognized by Wired as the best mattress for back pain. They will deliver the mattress right to your back door and give you a 120-night sleep trial. To me, that sounds like a no-brainer. And to put the cherry on the cake, they are offering you guys 40% off using my code. It's just Jeff Walker. So if you're thinking about upgrading your sleep, head to the link down in the description. Use code Jeff Walker to get yourself 40% off. I really feel like you guys are gonna love it. Huge thank you to Bear Mattress. Now let's get back into the Pro National Race Vlog. All right, P10 overall, fastest in the B group again. I'm not sure by how much, but you know, that feels good. B group, obviously, we had the tougher conditions, so being 10th still, pretty happy with. Really like 1 second behind kind of the group that I was hoping to be with. So, you know, maybe if you factor in the track conditions, maybe I'm right there with those guys. I'm sure the race fitness is quite a bit better. I obviously have not been racing, really haven't been riding too much. But hopefully at least for the first 10 or 15 minutes, I can lock in, get a good start, and run with those boys for a little bit. Dice it up before I probably toss anchor and slow down a little bit. But hey, I'm gonna give it my all. Track is really fun. It's drying out. I cannot believe how dry it is actually. It's not dry, but it's just drier than I thought it was gonna be based on how much rain we got yesterday. Like, I was so bummed. Like, it's a pretty far drive. First Canadian race in a long time. I wanted to make a good impression, and when it was downpouring, I was like, whew, man, this is gonna be tough. But yeah, track crew up here got the track absolutely dialed. I mean, it's coming around really, really nice. Super comfortable on it. Bike's handling great. Yeah, it's just honestly really, really fun. I can definitely see myself doing a lot more of these. So next weekend, Deschambault, is my 1-year wedding anniversary with Bridge. So I'm trying to convince her that Quebec, Canada is a scenic location that maybe we should take our little 1-year anniversary trip on. So fingers crossed that that pulls through. But yeah, regardless, a really fun day so far. Yeah, I'm gonna go home with a smile on my face for sure, but gonna cool down here, get some Rhino Power hydration stuff in me, get a little nutrition, and get ready for Moto 1. It's been a long time since I was on a starting gate. High point last year, pretty much, if you don't count Day in the Dirt down south. So it's been a long time. Just gonna go out there and have some fun. The stressful part of the day is kind of over. Just making my debut out here, showing the boys I have a little bit of speed in me. Now we get to go out and just have some fun in these motos and see where the cards fall. So yeah, gonna get geared up for that. We're gonna throw the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 on the chin mount. We had a special camera mounted on my chest for that one, so you guys will have to let me know how the qualifying footage looked. The boys are having a good time, so let's get fueled up, get ready for Moto 1. WMX Moto 1 is on the track right now. Brandy McClarty in third. We're cheering her on because she was down at the Moto Academy 5-day camp at 74MX when I was down there helping coach. She got a good start. She's in third right now. Come on! Crushing it. Let's go. So 250 Moto 1 just finished their parade lap. We're gonna be watching for Carson Fields, number 273. He's one of our buddies from Michigan. We've done a lot of training and riding with him. He's kind of like the younger crop of riders coming up in our area. So we're trying to help propel him into the pro ranks by doing some training with him and whatnot. He's just a good kid. We really like him. So, and then obviously we got Kale out there as well. Let's do it. All right,
P10.
Not bad. I mean,
Not bad.
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
For not racing in over a year and not really riding much lately, I'll take that all day long.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'll tell you one thing, 450 class was a dogfight. Holy. Got a good start, right where I wanted to be. Passed a few people, a couple people passed me. We finished it off in a solid P10, right where we qualified. I guess that's what we should have expected, right? I'm definitely moderately happy with that, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the results sheet, all the guys that finished ahead of me are the guys that I would have expected to finish ahead of me before I came here, so definitely can't be mad about that. Beat a couple of the guys who are, you know, pitted out of the semis and whatnot, so hey, I'm pretty happy with that. To be perfectly honest, I'm just way out of the racing game. It's been over a year since I lined up behind a gate. Any gate, not just a pro national. Still really happy with that. I feel like after the third lap, I was just kind of dogging out there, just like trying to hang on and survive. And then kind of picked it up again towards the end once I could see, you know, once I could see the finish line and I knew that there were a couple guys behind me, I was like, all right, let's dig into the reserves, make sure that we finish this thing off inside the top 10, and we were able to get it done. So stoked on that. Women's Moto 2 is already out on the track. You can probably hear them out there ripping. Kale's heading up for his second moto. Dr. P getting the bike dialed in for our second moto. Typically at the US Pro Nationals, I tend to actually get a lot more comfortable in Moto 2 and I end up doing a lot better. So maybe we'll pull out a single digit finish in Moto 2. That'd be pretty sick.
Your stomachs are turning! The factory gas bike means business, and he's off to the charge. Because right now the number 2.
Sandali, we're out. That is a wrap on our weekend here at Sandali. Freaking awesome time. Moto 2 was a bit up and down, kind of bittersweet. I felt like my riding was really, really good. Like I was just getting more and more comfortable throughout the whole day. In Moto 2, I was really comfortable. The track was finally like as dry as it would have been on a normal day, so I just felt like I could attack more. My laps were really consistent and consistently pretty fast. Just got a really bad start. I want to say I was around like 18th going into the first turn. The results sheet said I was in 15th on lap 1, then like 13th, 12th, and then 11th by like lap 4 or 5. Had 2 guys in front of me that I was catching that I felt like I was going to be able to pass, and I was like, all right, 9th place. We got a single digit finish ahead of us. Got a little bit greedy coming into a corner, tagged one of their rear ends and went down. And when you go down that early in a race, like 10 guys go around you. So had to fight back through, got all the way back up to like, I think 13th again, had the same 2 guys in front of me, and then ran into some mishap in the last 2 laps. So the result was not very good. I think it was like 16th or 17th. Put us 12th overall in the day. Still really sick, really happy with that. Had an awesome time here in Canada. I will for sure be back. But as for our very first experience, it's done and dusted. Hope you guys enjoyed the first Canadian vlog. You guys have seen me do the American thing for a while, but this is the very first Canadian one, so hopefully it gave you guys a little bit of insight Showed you that the boys up here can definitely rip. Now that I know what I'm getting into, I feel like if I really prepared really hard, did a bunch of racing, I could get into that next group in that like 5th to 7th kind of range and battle with those guys, which would be really fun. So that'll be the goal. Maybe not for Walton in 2 weeks, but you know, maybe for next year, who knows. But yeah, that's a wrap on our Canadian vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to Bear Mattress for sponsoring the race weekend. Could not do it without all you guys. I guess that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.